Yo, what up, how you doing, guys? My name is Sangiev, and today we've got monthly favourites featuring the month of October. You know the drill, let's get started with my fashion pickups this month. Starting with the accessories, and the most obvious is this Palace hat, two-tone, one side brown, one side navy, cords, white pea felt. The brim is this brown corduroy, and then in the back it just says Palace right here. Real clean hat, man. I wear it, the hair's all over the place. I wear it forward like this. I just needed a hat to wear around. As I've mentioned on this channel, I'm going to LA and I needed a hat for there basically. So yeah, £40. I did go into, well, I did initially want to get a Supreme one. Went to the Supreme store, saw a massive queue. I was like, nah, I'm not waiting. So I went to Palace, which is literally just around the corner. Found this beauty for £40. Can't go wrong. Number one. Now for item number two, I know that I already showed you guys a black beanie previously, but I still get asked a lot in regards to this, and this was actually a new one that I purchased while I was in Amsterdam. It's just your standard black beanie, man. This one is from Vans. It can be worn in many different ways. You can kind of chuck it on like this and look like you've just come off the set of like a Step Up movie, or do what I do, which is, to be fair, I do wear it like this at times, but which is the roll up, and this just goes to show that you can do this with any beanie. So that's just one roll, two roll, and there you have it. A lot of you guys have asked me on Instagram, on my YouTube, as to where I get my beanies from. Any black beanie will do the job. The one previous to this was from Rhode Island. This is obviously a lot softer than the one from Rhode Island, which is why I like it. I bought it for €20 while I was in Amsterdam, as I mentioned. I forgot to bring my hat out while out there, and it got real cold real quick, so item number two. On the topic of Amsterdam, we went there for 2 days. Went to see Emily Sandé perform a show, and it was one of my best friend's birthdays. So 2 days, we didn't really do much besides sightseeing and everything else you get up to while you're in Amsterdam. So I picked up this shirt as well from a vintage store. I think it's vintage, it's called Episode. Real clean, man. It got real cold, as I said, it got really cold. I forgot to bring my jacket out on a specific day, so I was just in my turtleneck, freezing my tits off, and I was like, I need something to chuck on top. I kind of wanted like an overshirt, but not that thick, because I just didn't want to carry something back that was super thick. And this shirt came in perfectly. What drew me to it were the colours, and then upon trying it on, the fit was just insane. Quite boxy, not very slim fitting, which is perfect for as a layering piece, especially over a thicker knit. The colours, the checks, the buttons, €20, can't really go wrong. Sticking with the vintage piece, I went to Blitz, which is my favourite vintage store in London. Just off Brick Lane, picked up this shirt. It's from Fender, the guitar brand. At least that's what I think. Well, that's what it says on the label anyway. And in the back, Fender. Copped this on the same day that I copped the white jeans for my DIY Vetements jeans project that I did, which I'll leave one of the cards to. You can check it out if you want to. Real clean shirt. Again, like very vintage corduroy vibes. The colours were nice, some of the details were nice. It was like an impulse purchase. It was only a £5, so they had like a sale on that day where they brought loads of their pieces just to £5 or £10. Black popping buttons, I like the fit. It's just a shirt that I knew that I would wear a few times and then potentially either give it to like a charity store, or I might keep it for the personal and see how I feel about it. Again, I did think about LA when purchasing this. And yeah, man, look, the colours are just insane. I just think it can be worn in such a nice way. Like, casually, potentially not formally, but like something very smart about it that I like. But I could be completely wrong. Real clean colourway. And yeah, man, is it me or is the lighting real weird inside of like a blue hue? And then last but certainly not the least, we have a designer piece to flex on your motherfucker. No, I'm joking. This is again another shirt, man. I don't know, I just went heavy with the shirts, I guess, this month. Quite similar now that I like hold it up, and when I picked out the shirts for this video, it is very similar to the vintage one. This one is from Lanvin. Colours drew me to this piece, like the blues, the hints of browns, slight reddish hues to it. they all mix in so nicely, and then turns out that some of the painting, well, it's like the way that it's applied, rather than it being woven in the fabric or the fabric itself, is actually painted on, which is a very neat touch. And yeah, it's just something that upon inspection you might not notice, but if you know, then yeah, it's just a nice little detail. And that's, I guess, why designer pieces sometimes can cost a lot. This did cost quite a bit, if I recall properly, but for me the fit is insane, and although the material is very lightweight, it does keep you warm. It is woolen, so it's perfect for winter, whether you were to wear it just as a shirt, and then, whether you were to wear it just on its own with a jacket on top, or as a layering piece with a t-shirt underneath. Beautiful, colour's insane, fit is insane, and you know how I like to wear my shirt, like very undone and whatnot, and this sits very, very nicely when worn in such manner. I'm not feeling this blue t-shirt. I think it's setting off all the white balance. It's completely wrong. But if anybody asks or cares, blue t-shirts from Uniqlo, £5, can't go wrong. Boom. So before I move on to the next topic, there's two things I want to quickly touch upon. One being flying to LA from the 13th to the 23rd of November. We've got some plans as to what we're doing, but we're keeping the schedule, my schedule anyway, very much open. So if you have any suggestions for any shops or places that I should go check out, then do let me know in the comment section down below. The stores that I'm definitely going to be checking out will be round to Maxfield, I believe it's called, and then all the stores on that Rodeo Drive and whatever the main shopping street may be. So if there's any events going, then yeah, let me know, man, because I definitely would love to check anything that LA has to offer. I might be able to chill with some of you guys. I'll let all the information in regards to that on my Instagram. Information are right here, Sangiev. So if you follow me, you'll be kept up to date with my trip in LA. I'm looking to hopefully even potentially vlog while I'm out there. Don't know how that's going to go, but it would be cool if I could. Now, for my book favorites this month, we have Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, which is a memoir by the creator of Nike. Really inspirational story. Seems to be like a very motivational person as well, so I'd love anything that an autobiography, a memoir, especially of like a successful person, whether that may be in business or whatever field they may be in, is inspiring, and I'd love to read about it. So I've just started reading it. My friend recommended it to me. Definitely check this out. The few pages that I've read, I say few pages, the stuff that I've read so far has been very good, and it's written in a tone that I can appreciate, because it's very much the tone that I use when I write my pieces, like books or whatever. So check it out if you can. It's called Shoe Dog, Phil Knight, creator of Nike. So if you're into sports, if you're into business, if you're into success or whatever you wish to call it, then check it out. That is my recommendation for this month. Then, second item that I wanted to talk about was this guy right here. Now, you wouldn't be able to see it from where you are. I'm going to get close. It's called, the other wrong way around. It's called Fashionary. My boy H got it for me. I actually have the bigger version of this, but I don't know where I placed it. And this comes in a pack of 3, where there's just 3 little books. And what this allows you to do, rather than me getting close, I'm just going to talk about it and then give you guys some B-rolls. It's just a book with pre-drawn male human bodies, and basically what you do is just you doodle on them. So if you are like a creative person, or you wish to design, or you just want to like put some ideas on the go, like I don't know, you might see that someone's wearing something very cool and you're just like, cool, let me just try to replicate it, or let me get inspired from it. You can quickly draw on one of the male bodies. And I remember using these books while I was at uni. Just a very quick way to go about things. Like you just pull it out, boom, 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 a couple of sketches, and you're good. And you could then obviously build those sketch, or you could build from those sketch. Do you know what I mean? So Fashionary, thank you H. And lastly, for the month of October, we have my movie favorites. Now, for the past 2-3 months, I've been moaning about how I haven't seen any new movies. So this month, I made sure to go ham. I went to see Inferno, The Girl on the Train, Doctor Strange, and an Indian movie, a Bollywood movie, which I can't even pronounce, but I'll just write it here. All 4 of them were sick. My personal favourite, although I'm presuming not a lot of you guys do watch Bollywood movies, but my personal favourite out of the 4 was the Bollywood one, and you should definitely look into it, man. It's a beautiful story. I didn't even understand the language. I had to read the subtitles while my friends knew exactly what was going on, but beautiful story. If that's not your cup of tea, out of the 3, Dan Brown's books are insane. Like, to me, I loved Da Vinci Code, I loved Angel and Demon, The Lost Symbol, and so Inferno was a movie that I was super looking forward to watch, and it did not disappoint. It's just a great story. If you're into like conspiracy theory, not necessarily conspiracy theories, but that sort of, yeah, it is conspiracy theories, history, definitely check out Inferno. Great story. Now to me, the disappointing factor was the fact that it didn't stick to the book, especially at the ending, but I knew that would happen. So that's that for Inferno. Girl on the Train, again, great story, book was phenomenal, and the movie was good. It was very good. The reason for me is, and I'm at fault here, you shouldn't ever go into a movie expecting anything, to be honest. And I was reading reviews, and then everyone was going on about comparing this movie to Gone Girl, and obviously I understand the reason why. It's quite similar in theme, it's a thriller, but because I compared it to Gone Girl, I went in expecting like a great movie, because to me Gone Girl was insane. It was a complete mindfuck. So going into this movie, yes, it was a sick movie, but it wasn't as good as Gone Girl for me anyway. So if you do check it out, if you like Gone Girl, sure, go take a look and then make your own decision for yourself. Third movie review, Doctor Strange. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Doctor Strange. It's another Marvel movie, man. If you like superheroes, great. It's a good movie. It's just the same thing rehashed over and over again. Hero comes in, hero learns about powers, hero faces great problems that will eliminate the Earth or whatever, and hero comes in and saves the day. That's pretty much it. Much like any other Marvel movie, I guess. But yeah, that's that for my movie favourites. We went through the books, we went through the movies, went through the fashion, talked about LA. Oh yeah, normally I include music, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to carry on doing music, just because there's just so much. I might do like a playlist that I will change on a monthly basis that you can follow on my Spotify if you wish. That's an option. That's probably the best option that I can think of right now, just because mood changes. Sometimes I don't even change music, I just listen to the same thing for like 2-3 months, and then sometimes it just changes on a weekly basis. So I think a playlist idea might be the best for this. But with that being said, that is it for the month of October's monthly favourites video. Super buzzing to go LA, man. Like literally so excited. I do intend on filming my What Would Sanj Wear video hopefully today, potentially tomorrow. There's also a vlog type video that I'm doing that will hopefully come out at some point this week, potentially next week. And yeah, man, hopefully I'll be able to push out some content while I'm in LA. Chances, basically, it all depends on whether I can get my hands on a MacBook Pro before flying. With that being said though, thank you ever so much for the video, for the continuous support, for everything, man, the love. Thank you. Social media information right in this corner, Sangiev, that is my first name, Sangiev. And yeah, man, have a beautiful day, take care, peace. Will be shown on the on body. Let's go. But the leather soles will soften, and then you should anyway add like a rubber grip at the bottom just to be